We heard that you have 9 songs.
15, y'all late.
15 already?
Yeah. You're slow, man. You got 15 now, and I'm ready for them, yeah.
And so, how come you went back so quickly, and how did you get them done so fast?
What happened was, I usually make an album a year. Since 96, since Reasonable Doubt, I always put out an album. I always have, I mean, if you listen to any one of my albums, it's just the emotion and what I felt during that time. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I had a lot going on, so I had a lot to write about. I really started rapping like 9 years old, but my first album, but I never really took it serious. It was more of a hobby, and it was such a gift to me. Like, it was a gift. Like, it wasn't really hard for me to, you know, create raps. It wasn't hard for me to write rhymes and things like that. This is when I used to write. Like, in my earlier days, I used to write every day.
American Airlines emergency line, please state your emergency.
The cockpit's not answering. Somebody's stabbed in business class. And I think there's mates that we can't breathe. I don't know. I think we're getting hijacked.
Somebody hit the World Trade Center or the...
It's a Trade Center.
The World Trade Center.
Center.
There's a fire on the upper floors.
This just in, you were looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center, and we have unconfirmed reports this morning
that a plane has crashed into the World Trade Center. We don't know anything more than that. We don't know if it was a commercial aircraft. We have no idea how many were on board or what the extent of the injuries are right now.
Jules, this is Ryan. Listen, on an airplane that's been hijacked, and things don't go well. It's not looking good. I just want you to know I absolutely love you. I want you to do good. So have a good time. And I just totally love you, and I'll see you later. Bye, babe. Bye-bye.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That looks like a second plane.
Oh, there's another one. Another plane just hit. Right. Oh my God. Another plane has just hit. It hit another building. Flew right into the middle of it.
Oh my goodness, there's another one.
It seems to be on purpose.
September 10th, 2001, my album was to come out the next day. I turned the TV on, and it looked like a movie to me. It didn't look like anything. It could be real. So the last thing I was thinking about was an album.
What's up, everybody? I want to welcome you out to our new show, The Classics, where each episode we break down a different classic in music, film, fashion, just culture overall. My name is Rob Markman. To the left of me, I got...
Oh, why you trying?
Oh, we gonna hate you. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to start with your ass, because we gonna hate you.
You love me.
And to the right, man, we got my man, my OG. My OG.
What up? Hello, Apple Music.
Yo, he might have been the most hated person of the last era. They used to hate this nigga for leaking everybody's stuff.
Yeah, I used to, I got threats, approached.
And now you take pictures with them niggas.
Okay, let's get to the business.
Well, we gonna see, right? What we're trying to do is make a show about positivity, about celebrating the classics in our culture. Even though somehow, some way, I feel like y'all might find a way to piss people off. So we're gonna get into it.
He might find.
Listen, dog, I just think it's important at this point that we talk about the good shit. Like, all we talk about is bad shit. Yeah. And I'm just tired of the same 5 conversations every week.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's some shit, but
we gotta break it up.
But I saw an argument last week, I can't remember. They was like, that ain't no classic. This ain't no classic. So I think we still gonna have a little bit of that.
So we gonna get everybody on the same page.
Yeah, I was a part of that conversation, but.
So look.
No, it was Jermaine Dupri. You was a part of that.
I definitely was part of that conversation.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna get into it though. For this episode, for right here, we want to talk about Jay-Z 2000, we're starting with Whole Rockefeller.
Yeah.
Jay-Z 2001, The Blueprint. a classic, undisputed classic. You're not gonna dispute that.
No, undisputed.
He has a rock chain.
I'm not going to.
You have a Rockefeller jersey on. Like, what are we talking about? You got a rock chain? No, I have a Duce Palooza.
You got the Duce Palooza.
You got the Jay-Z contract.
Guilty by association.
I got a Rockefeller tattoo, so we all in these
In conjunction with Rock Nation, Duce Palooza.
You ready for my first hot take?
Oh.
Let's go.
My first hot take
Please
is
don't.
this is the best album in hip hop history that's not by Biggie. Ain't ever.
That's a hell of a caveat.
I don't rank Life After Death. Like I don't rank Biggie albums. I just feel like they stand alone. But everything, I think Blueprint is the best album.
So Life After Death, like and Ready to Die, they just stand by themselves. Like not against Pac, not against X, not against none of them.
Not against nothing. And I don't think I've always been like that.
Right.
But I just got to the point now where I just feel like, I don't know, they're like two art pieces that I don't like to compare to nothing else.
That they just in another room.
They just in another room.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I agree with that, but not the Biggie point. I get that. I don't know if this is
You don't agree with
best hip
the
album after Big. I got to sit with that.
That's my first hot take.
All right, now I feel you. Well, let's go here first, right? Because I mean, if we all agree that this is a classic, and I think most people will, if you don't, it says a lot about you.
You might have missed it in part of that To Pimp a Butterfly.
One of the things that we talk about often, right, with the classic album, does every song need to be perfect? Can it have a skip? Should classic albums not have skip? Is there anything on this album that you like, I could do without that one? My least favorite.
I think every classic album, I don't think there's a perfect classic album. I think every classic album does have that little blemish or that asterisk. I think for the Blueprint, that nigga Jigga is my blemish. Okay, meet that.
I love that.
And I got a lot of disdain and pushback when I,
No, a lot of people, if you point to this album and there's like, there's one song that I could do without.
Right, so that
people point to that one.
Yeah, so to your point, that's the record that I think universally we could.
I love that record. It's so funny. I love that record. Like Trackmaster's production.
Yeah, of course.
Just has the old kind of like the Biz Markie, run the track like this. That record is just so hip hop to me. Like I like the bounce of that record.
I don't have a skip on the Blueprint.
I do have a record I could do.
I know the one you don't like.
Yeah.
Which one?
Hola Jovito.
Hola Jovito. Like
you know what's crazy?
Right.
And this is not because it's a skippable song.
Right.
The only song I find if I listen to Blueprint all the way through, the only song I skip is Songcry. Because I have to be in the mood for Songcry. Like Songcry takes me to a different place.
That's because you done did that shit.
Yeah.
The shit ran in.
I don't lived all three verses.
But that like a song like that, like you have certain songs in catalogs that can automatically put you
right there
into a mood. Right? I don't have to be in that mood. I can listen to that shit and just go right to where I was at.
Want to go in that mood. That's my point.
Where were you when this album dropped? Like
8th
your
grade.
life?
8th grade.
Oh wow.
Nice. So I remember that because it was 9/11. So I remember that day vividly. Tuesday, I'm in 8th grade. I went to school. I skipped first period in 8th grade with my older cousin. We went to Target. Target open till 10. So then I went and got the album. Came back to school with the book. We couldn't walk around with Walkmans and shit. But I just was walking around with the book, with the booklet out of the city. Y'all might be too young for that. And I walked in science class, my least favorite class, and they showing the towers. So it's like 9. I mean, it's like 10:30, 10:45, and they showing it. But I'm only in 8th grade at the time, so I'm not even really understanding what the fuck is going on. I'm like, whatever. And then when the second one happened, they shut school down. So like we had to stay locked down in all our classes. So then the teacher let us pull out our Walkmans and shit. So I'm listening to Blueprint
like world's crashing
all day while the world's crashing. And
then you felt Songcry in the 8th grade. That shit hit you. You was going through that shit already.
Nah, I didn't feel. You know what's crazy? I didn't feel Songcry in 8th grade. I felt Never Change in 8th grade though. Like Never Change to me in 8th grade was like, you going through this time. I was a latchkey kid. So like I'm home all day. I'm with the older niggas. Like neighborhoods getting shot up and shit. So Never Changed to me was like, my brother is clean cut, like non-problematic nigga, perfect grades, didn't listen to rap, gospel kid, going to church. This was Tuesday, it was Bible study night. And I'm like, Never Change is like, nigga, fuck that. I'm not doing what y'all want me to do. I'm staying over here. So Never Change to me was the one that really got it. Never Change and Renegade. But yeah. And then my mom was like, you going to Bible study now? I was like, nah, like we got a terrorist attack, I'm stay home.
Terrified.
And I didn't know what the fucking terrorist attack was.
Wait, but you knew that'd get you out of Bible study.
And it got me out of Bible study.
Lo, where were you?
I believe I was a sophomore freshman in college. I was at Morgan State, which is in Baltimore. So I had a roommate who was from Brooklyn. And you know, like when you stay up late, you leave the TV on, whatever the case is. So the TV's blaring when we wake up. And I'm just like, I'm thinking like it's a movie because it just so happened to be on, I guess, like the news show. We were watching like Fox or whatever the case was. And I wake up and I see like, you know, like the footage of the tower and everything. We're just thinking, I'm thinking like it was a movie. Like, oh, this is some terrorist movie, whatever. And when I realized, because I changed the channels to like everything else and it was the same thing. So when I realized that, I yelled at my roommate, like, yo, get up. Like, yo, this is, you know, whatever the case is. So we walk outside, they canceled classes for the whole day. And we seeing fighter jets fly over campus. And this, you know, Baltimore is like 45 minutes to Washington. So fighter jets and military and this, that, and the third. And mind you, I had Blueprint 2 weeks before all this shit happened.
Because it had leaked.
Yeah. So I had, you know, I already experienced it, you know, song cry, all this other shit. But that day, I kind of forgot about it because of like, we were so close to it. I was right there with it. But yeah, like the next day I was right back to Blueprint.
Yeah. I was right there, man.
Yeah. So you get
I was going to work. I was working in the mailroom. I came out the train station. It was a little newsstand thing, and it was a bunch of people just looking at the sky. I ain't think nothing of it. Like, it's New York, you mind your business. Got a train station, but there was a newsstand there with newspaper. People forget that was the day that Michael Jordan announced that he was coming back to the NBA to play for the Wizards. So I was like, oh, I gotta get it so I can read the sports section, whatever. Copped the newspaper. As soon as I copped the newspaper, just heard another boom. It was the second plane that hit. You know what I'm saying? So
you was outside.
Yeah, I was outside. So the first one, I was at West 4th Street. So where the Twin Towers, like if you looked up, down, you 6th Ave, you would see the shit right there. Yeah. And I just heard the boom, and when I looked, like, fuck is that? I just saw a big ball of just fire.
So when you initially before the second one hit, and you just looking, like, did you even?
I was minding my business. I didn't see it. I saw a bunch of people standing around looking up. But again, it's New York. You mind your business. The trains were delayed. Something was funny. It was like, something's off. But I was like, shit, Jordan coming back? Yeah, that was what was on my mind. I was like, I gotta get this newspaper. Yeah. And then right when I turned around, I heard the boom. I looked up and I seen what everybody was looking at.
Gotcha.
Like, oh shit, this shit crazy.
Gotcha.
So, you know, even in my head at the time when I seen it, I was like, damn, that's a wild accident. Yeah. Like, I was like, damn, like that. But to Lowe's point, and then I went to work, and then you hear people talking in the street, and I'm like, and then when I was listening to the radio, I was like, oh nah, this shit.
That's but work kept going. Like when you went to
work, there was no.
It was nothing.
Yeah, but they tried to make us stay in the city because they was like, yo,
y'all won't come back tomorrow.
No, it was just like, yo, we don't know if the bridges are safe. We don't know if the trains are safe. Like the safest place to stay is right here. Yeah. And so and then my dad too had worked in Lower Manhattan, so my dad ran up to my job, and when I see my pops, I was like, "Yo, I'm leaving, man." It's something wrong. Me and my dad, like, we'll thug it out, we figure it out, and walk back to Brooklyn, walked across the Manhattan Bridge.
Right by the door.
So that's crazy. So when did you get the album?
It leaked, so I already had it. So I don't associate the album with that date. Like I knew it had came out, but I had heard the album before. I didn't probably like officially buy the album because even if I had a leak or something, it was something I really fuck with, I would still go buy it.
Right.
It's probably like a week later. Like I wasn't even thinking about it.
Yeah, I think I bought it like a week later. Like I bought the physical CD.
And you know what it was too. I had got free again, I worked in the mailroom somewhere. And sometimes I used to get free CDs with the hole punched out of the UPC code.
Yeah.
So when I'm back at work like a week later, there was like 2 or 3 copies. And I used to snatch that shit. We didn't work for a music company. I worked in the mailroom. So anything music related that, somebody who I thought was like a square or something, I was like, oh, this shit mine. So I done had like 3 copies, and then I was like, nah, I gotta go out and buy that shit. So I ended up buying it like a week later.
Good thing you bought it, because Jay-Z might see this and be like, damn.
That nigga is not gonna give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't know that. I heard the notorious, this nigga see everything and send you a call.
I bootlegged a bunch of this shit, bro.
Yeah, who like that? I'll call you.
I bootlegged a bunch of this shit.
You gonna get the untreatment. You got what?
It's all right. Listen.
I'm in the news again.
So we talked about there's no joint that you don't like. Everything is a play. Jigga, you skip over.
Yes.
I skip over. Sometimes I let Ola Ovito play. I like the rhymes. I just like the Timbaland beat to me was such a sore thumb. Like I think the harmony between them.
Timbaland is so hit or miss in general with Jay-Z to me.
Nah, he's not hit or miss. He has very, very, very few misses. Well,
I think it's opposite.
There's such some strip.
I'm not a big.
I love Lasha.
I'm not a big.
It's probably my least favorite Jay-Z.
Timbaland is not my favorite.
With Hov. Who's your favorite with Hov?
Anything but Timbaland.
Just fucked up.
Just Blaze.
Yeah, I think Just my favorite.
Then Kanye, then Pharrell. Oh, Ski, no.
Primo?
Just Ski, Ye, Primo, Pharrell. Something like that.
Big gonna DM you.
What?
Big got what? Oh,
he got like 5. No.
No, he does. Yeah.
Back to the point is that album has such a sonic cohesiveness that they found with Bink's production, right? The story is that Bink set it off. You know what I'm saying? And
they Rule is back, right?
And just they Rule is back.
Yeah, that's the intro.
And then I guess it's still some shit between Bink feel about Just or whatever. Or whatever. They all kind of filled in this sound,
right.
and it gave the sound of that album. And you got to think, that was coming out of a time, especially in New York, where one Swizz was running it. No, the Swizz ain't even on that album. So that was Triton and Trinity. That was keyboard sounds. A lot of what was coming out of New York, particularly out of Rough Ride, like Shut 'Em Down, Open Up Shop, Locks We Out the Street. There's a lot of keyboard beats that didn't have a whole bunch of soul and grit and
like melody.
Yeah, or melody at all.
Yeah.
And
which makes it
this
genius.
Was a kind of resurgence or like
of the soul
shifted the sound, yeah, for sure. So the Timbaland thing sticks out to me like a sore thumb. Like, you know, and I love the rhymes on it. You know what I'm saying? I think lyrically he killed it, but I'm just
it broke it up. Like I think
I didn't need it to break it up. I need like
nigga, Jigga my nigga broke it up for me, but
right. I feel you.
Who did Jigga my nigga?
Huh?
Who did Jigga?
Trackmasters.
Amazing.
Yeah. I won't argue that. You know, shout out to my man Hive. My man Hive had pointed this out though. He says that he hates the Blueprint because Jay has 3 songs about his name on it. He was like, yo, we know who you are. He was like, and like that. I think it's a dumb.
I've never really.
I never realized.
I've never looked at. I never thought about that.
I think it's a dumb scale to weigh it on.
Yeah.
But for him, like that buzzed the shit out of him, and
but he hates the album because of that.
Yeah, he was just like he won't rank it as high as Reasonable Doubt.
Just wait till we do Black Album. You hear his dumb ass.
Yeah. And Jay is his favorite rapper. He's a big Jay-Z fan, but he was like, yo, I don't need 3 songs about your name, which made me laugh. Like, I never thought about
Nigga about that shit. It does make me laugh, and that's like hella narcissistic of him.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so I got one gripe against Blueprint.
What?
And it's not really this way on DSPs now. I used to hate that
bonus track?
Girls was a bonus track that you couldn't just skip to.
Yeah.
Or on the CD it's hidden.
Yeah. So it's under
My
Mother Loves Me.
it's two of them. It's that and
Lyrical
lyrical.
Sucks, yeah.
I used to hate that because, like, if I want to just go to that song,
You just fast forward it. You just hold the button on the CD.
This is my stupid. The CD though?
Nah.
Well, no, this it did.
We used to think that.
I thought that all the time. If you like held it and like made the CD like, I thought that was like scratching. That was scratching.
Oh, it's a laser. It's not like a record player. Like,
I don't know who told me that, but I was like, yeah,
I only used to blow cartridges.
No, I always thought like if you held down that button, it would fuck up the CD.
If somebody knows better, I don't see how that's
I don't know who told me that. I don't know if my dad told me that shit, but I always thought if you held it down, it would just fuck up the CD.
That's the Elliott Wilson train. Yeah, okay, hear that? You know me used to watch old episodes of Drink Champs? He'd be like, yo, the Elliott Wilson train.
All right.
Shout out to Nori, shout out to EF Harris.
Yo, come on.
Shout out to Elliott Wilson.
I don't know about that. I don't know who we shout out Elliott.
But now? Oh, my bad. You want to air it out?
Come on, you want to go viral?
I don't care.
What did you say? Positivity, right?
Elliott owed me 20 bands.
What would Jigga do?
Stab him.
I can't in Atlanta for this shit.
Flip this shit up, too.
There you go.
I can't in Atlanta for this.
You know me. No, okay. It's actually good that I haven't said it yet.
Well, you've been waiting to say
You said it on your own show.
I'm all set.
What was the impact of this album? You know, we kind of talked about, I mean, the 9/11 thing is a big thing, though. It didn't necessarily have to do with the album musically, but I think it affected how people receive the album, for sure. You know what I'm saying? You can't divorce this album from that memory. But
I think that's a New York thing, though.
No, but you was down here and you talked about, you remember being at school and it going on TV, like no matter where you was.
More like in the moment, like in real time, that album was still more important to me than 9/11.
Right. Well, like, you was in the 8th grade. And
I'm talking about like even in my neighborhood, like I think we look back on 9/11, people outside of Tri-State, we look outside of New York and people don't think about it the way y'all think about it. I'm not saying they don't care about it.
You want the album or 9/11?
No, 9/11.
The fuck?
I'm talking about in.
Y'all had this comment before?
No, but I see where you're going with it.
What I'm saying is,
fuck if I do.
That's just like now. Niggas in the hood don't give a fuck about Trump. They not paying attention to the politics all day.
I guess you.
They only.
But 9/11. You see how the South be hating on New York? See how they be hating on New York?
Niggas, that's the world. Like 9/11.
Like, don't make me go with my other hot take,
which is
JD broke Jay-Z.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
You and JD believe that.
JD do too.
No, we don't.
Jermaine Dupri can get Jay-Z to show up to anything, and there's a reason for that.
Sure, like
yeah, of course that was a 20th anniversary. Why wouldn't he?
JD was gonna have Puff. He was gonna have Jay-Z come out in New York against Puff on the verses. Jermaine Dupri,
but he knows.
He said it on Joe.
He knows because JD said it. I don't know that was gonna really happen.
Yo, all I know is.
Let's get back. Let's get back on.
Down here, outside of the Tri-State, niggas' introduction to Jay-Z was Money Ain't That.
Listen, bro.
I wouldn't say introduction.
Listen,
I'll bite.
Ain't no nigga, but really
listen with that rank gold.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
And it ain't go gold.
It ain't go gold just in New York.
Just in New York. And
let's stop. Let's.
Them records were still running on Rap City. There ain't no video.
Let's stop.
Like, come on, man. Can't knock the hustle. We still had Yo MTV Rap.
Let's stop.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's cut it out.
All right. I can't wait till I get to have this conversation. You know what's crazy? We had this conversation. Me, Elliot, B-Dot, and JD had this conversation.
And JD would agree with you?
Yes, I got on camera.
That he broke Jay-Z.
Of course, JD is. He's not gonna not agree with you. Like that's JD saying
that's one of his biggest records up north. So that kind of introduced us to him.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that neither.
It can go hand in hand.
I wouldn't say that neither. I mean, Crisscross.
Legend has it. He had to fight to even get labels to agree to let Jay-Z be on that song.
Here's the other thing. That's not even the first record that they did together.
I know.
Then what's the first record? Since you know so much.
He said it. I don't know that. But he said put his second Jay-Z record. He said he had one.
He did. They did the Braxton's remix so many ways that JD produced and Jay rapped on, and they performed that as
say you trained that too. I just forgot the name of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
And that was 96.
When you told me.
But that was 96.
Hey yo, if you had two good albums, I love Reasonable Doubt, and I love In My Lifetime.
My favorite album.
Right? Coming off In My Lifetime, you get this song in '97, and that leads up to you having your highest, biggest chart top.
But that wasn't
a lot of stuff goes together.
That wasn't the only thing, bro. It was so much.
A lot of stuff worked together.
It was so much shit that worked with him.
You're saying the synergy of all that led up to.
First of all, do you want to know the genius?
Because maybe that get the budget bigger. Like a lot of that works.
But it was a lot of shit that they was doing
that comes in
because
play.
they was hustling. Now
He might not even get the 80 sample.
listen. But what I'm saying is, the other genius of what they did and whether this was Jay or Dame or Biggs or how they worked together to make this shit happen was they had a single or for the first 3 albums attached to a movie soundtrack. Ain't No was Nutty Professor. That means you get Def Jam to pay you for that. And we're still indie at that time. And they,
on the re-release. On the re-release.
No. And they're paying you for the video. They pay, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's why they re-released it.
Who You With?
That's why Damn Presidents is changed.
Who You With was off another movie soundtrack.
I never thought
Rush
of that.
Hour?
No, Who You With was
That's
Money.
no.
That's
Or is Can I Get Up?
That's Can I Get
But that's
Up.
what I'm saying. Who You With was on the movie soundtrack as well.
I never thought about that. That
But every
That's
they got.
Listen, dog. Jermaine Dupri.
But he's saying
Jermaine Dupri is fucking Jermaine Dupri.
that's we're never negating that, but I think it does get sticky when you
And
say
Jermaine Dupri played a big part in
Sprung.
if that's
three niggas that New York.
Because he said on the
played a
record.
big part in.
if you say big part, if
I
you
say big part in Jay-Z. I don't think he played a big part in Biggie. I just think he introduced him to himself.
Then that's with what record?
Money Anything.
No, Biggie.
He did the B-side and he had another remix. He had 2 remixes.
Was the B-side
But the B-side
that
is the Brat, bro. The Brat was this.
was the B-side that big of a record?
It wasn't like Money Anything.
B-side is
I
one.
think it's like a total record. It would be the equivalent of a total
B-side
record.
is one of my
Okay.
favorite records. Again, top 5 big feature of all time for me. B-side wasn't a big record. B-side should have got a video.
Right.
It's fucked up that it
But
did.
that's what
B-side wasn't a big
It's
record.
the equivalent. It's shit that's rung off in the tonal that's classic to y'all that wasn't a big record. Down here, the Brat and Biggie was a big thing. And Funkdafied was a big ass album.
All over though. We not.
So what I'm saying is, if Funkdafied was big down here, and then he came down here and got on the song with her and Jermaine Dupri, that meant something down here. That's all I'm saying. Maybe it didn't mean nothing to y'all.
It didn't. It didn't.
It didn't change.
That's the first time.
It didn't change nothing.
That's the first time I heard Biggie.
The record says more about you.
No, I just said
But
nigga.
then again, you was like maybe 5th or 6th grade. Yeah, it say more about you. But Funkdafied was big in New York.
Funkdafied was what?
94.
94.
Yeah.
That was the 94 record.
Ready to Die is 94.
Yeah. No, Ready to Die. Yeah, 94.
But Funkdafied was a big record in New
So
York.
hold on.
But hold on.
Hold on. The
Juicy-
B-side is when?
95.
So you telling me it said something more about me because I heard Biggie a year after and he was in New York?
My man, look.
Big in
Because you was
LA,
young.
big in-
But hold on. Juicy.
Come on.
Big record.
One More Chance.
Flavor in Your Ear remix.
Crazy.
Crazy.
That might be around the same time.
This is all 94.
Nah.
Yeah.
Flavor in Your Ear remix might be
94.
That's not 95?
No, 94. It's 94.
That's 94.
You know what I'm saying? Him and Craig Mack came out at the
Now,
same time.
granted, the first album I fell in love with was Ready to Die, but I probably didn't hear it until 95.
Okay.
The summer 95.
Let's get back to Blueprint though.
Okay.
We went off on the wildest of changes.
This nigga was wondering what we was gonna find conflict.
I gotta keep you on topic.
That JD should set us off.
Blueprint in terms of impact. What type of impact did it like did we see that reverberate?
I think Blueprint changed the sound of rap all the way until we got to like So Far Gone. I think Blueprint and the soul sample and then Kanye that was the reintroduction of that kind of soul.
Right.
And I think that dominated the sound. Now, granted, it wasn't just Jay-Z, but I think that's the first one that
Try to make the Blueprint 2 before Hov.
Try to make the Blueprint 2
So
before
like,
Hov.
was there an impact in regards to just like Jay as an artist, as a rapper? Like, did it put him on a different pedestal? Like, just that album, just rapping wise, not like
I don't even know because Stillmatic came after that. So I think
Stillmatic came 6 months later.
That's a 12-month piece where he went from the best album in the world to a little shaky with.
So I do think it showed the dominance because we didn't even talk or touch on the Nas battle.
Yeah.
And
or the Fabulous album.
It
like same day too.
If Blueprint wasn't that strong, Blueprint showed the dominance, like, because usually up until then, we were used to rappers. This is still the age. This is the thing that Blueprint that nobody ever talks about. Usually your first one is your classic. Maybe your second one. You know what I'm saying? So Jay had that with Reasonable Doubt. By the time Blueprint comes, he's 5 albums in to his career. To come back and have another classic 5 years after your first one was something that wasn't really happening in hip hop. If you look at his predecessors,
That ain't 5, that's 6.
6 years?
Well, that's
the 6th album.
Wait, that's Reasonable Doubt Volume 1, Volume 2,
Volume 3,
3,
Dynasty,
6 albums. That's
6 albums later. Yeah. But it wasn't happening. If you look at his predecessors, because hip hop, the ceiling was a lot lower. The longevity wasn't there. Like Rakim, right? Paid in Full, Follow the Leader. Big Daddy Kane had Long Live the Kane. It's a Big Daddy thing. And then after that, it starts to get shaky with the Taste of Chocolate. You know what I'm saying? Like by the time he gets to his 3rd or 4th album, like it's not the same Kane that we revered because the sound of hip hop was moving so fast. The GOATs of the 80s, when they get into the 90s, couldn't really keep up. G-Rap, the same time, 4, 5, 6 is a phenomenal album. So for Jay to come 6 albums later and then give us another classic and have that dominance.
So he was the first one probably to show that kind of growth?
I'm not saying he's the first.
I'm talking about like that just got incrementally better, like on a steady incline.
Right.
So there's no one that climbed that ladder creatively and artistically. And just got better.
But it's this era because Nas did it. Nas did it that same year with Stillmatic. You know what I'm saying?
But he was coming off 2 misses.
Yeah.
Right. But if we gonna be real, and I love Jay, the Dynasty wasn't like listen, the Dynasty was the album before Blueprint.
Right. That wasn't a miss.
It's a big but it wasn't that.
Because I also look at it like as a compilation.
2 or 3 big singles that make it that kind of insulated.
He put his name on it. But what I'm saying is there's a stark difference between Dynasty and Blueprint.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
And again, before Dynasty was what? Volume 3.
Which is not also
still
there's a big difference. So
that was like 5 out the gate or 4 out the gate?
No, 5 out the gate was Volume 2.
Volume 3 is 4.
Maybe like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
but I'm not even talking about sales. I'm talking about the quality of music. Like we know when Jay dropped a classic because he's given Reasonable Doubt is one.
Yeah.
Hard Knock Life, arguably another.
Unforgettable.
I think so.
This ain't a classic.
Blueprint.
That ain't a classic.
People argue, but what I'm saying is, and we can argue Volume 2, right?
It's the fact that we're even arguing.
Listen. Dynasty don't even match up the Volume 2. Volume 3 don't match up the Volume 2, and they damn sure don't match up the Blueprint. So, it was looking like, and we still love Jay, but
I don't know. No.
You hanging on the point, missing my point.
I'm not even talking about the number, but go ahead.
There were things that weren't class. There were things that showed like, oh, okay.
It wasn't undebatable.
It was shaky.
Yeah.
It was a little shaky.
And now we're getting into this era with guys like Jay, like Nas, could be like, I could be this deep into my career and have it. Look at it now. Jay 444, his last album, another classic. Like that was something, the guys that he looked up to, the Rakims and the Kane, again, no disrespect to Rakim, but Rakim just dropped an album last year it's not the same
Rakim
output, right? You know what I'm saying? It's not
In the 80s,
it's not a classic. We're not talking
thing.
about that last Rakim album as a classic.
Yeah.
Jay and Nas are doing that. I think this is the first time that hip hop starts seeing that. Like, oh shit, because first of all, you couldn't even get 6 albums. Rakim didn't even have 6 albums at that point.
You're not supposed to have 6 albums at that point at that high caliber of work.
Well, it just wasn't right. It just wasn't
They
done
were
before.
getting 6 albums.
But
Fuck what it said.
They
all right,
they
wouldn't get 6 albums.
The business aspect of it didn't allow that to happen.
Right. And that's what I say. And that's why I say this is not a slight on Rakim, Kane, Run DMC, Slick Rick, whatever.
Yeah, the world was different.
ceiling was
Yeah.
lower for
Yeah.
hip hop. And what the world and the business believed that hip hop can do was here. And when we get to 2000, 2001, it starts to raise. And Jay
was the
and
forefront of
Nas
that.
and their class of is like, nah, you know what? We could take this shit further than what y'all ever thought we could take it.
So question. Do we get, and I know all of this shit is like circumstantial.
Right.
Do we get Kanye if Blueprint doesn't work?
It's a good question. I don't. If it doesn't work or like
Like if
or is it
people
doing-
don't love it. Like if people think it's a bad out, he went against the New York sound, all these different things.
Are we
Like if his raps was
very,
trash.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are we basing it off of the sound or are we basing it off of just like the quality of raps?
I think the quality of raps made the sound more important.
Who else? What you have to ask yourself is, in that landscape of time, who else could Kanye have done it out? Because we can all agree that Kanye as a producer was the vehicle that then turned him into Kanye the artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the beats had to come first,
Right.
and there had to be a dominance with the beats.
Right.
So was there another artist that he could have made an album with that would allow him to be the vehicle?
I think it's
I
only
don't
one
think
other
so.
person, but he wouldn't have got credit for it.
Oh,
Puff.
Yeah.
him making records with Puff?
Like if he would have did No Way Out or whatever the Puff album was at the time.
I don't think
he would have got the credit. I think it would have.
Not even that. I just don't think that would have been
No Way Out is 99, right?
No Way Out was 97.
97.
That came out
Damn.
saying you're big that.
What came out 99? Bad Boy for Life?
Yes.
It's 99.
Yeah.
Oh, Daddy and the Family.
Oh, Puff.
I can't see that sound and that quality of artist. I can't see those.
No, I don't see him. I don't see him mentioned. I'm saying that's the only other big star that he could have linked with that got the same impact.
The problem is,
Oh, all right, we say it like that. Okay.
star, but he still needed the
vehicle.
need the
we still need the raps, and Big is gone. Mace is gone by this point.
That's
Mace not on Puff Daddy and the Family?
No,
No.
yes.
Mace was out, and by 99, Mace was that shit
No,
was
he was
split.
back. What was that? What was the other comeback joint?
The Double Up.
Yeah, wasn't that?
That was 99, but he was out. He
With Puff like that.
He
He
had-
did that in.
He handed that in
Okay.
and left. He did one music video for that album
Yeah.
and bounced. Mace is the only one, and I don't even think Mace could have done it, but the way Kanye really looked up to
Love
Mace,
Yeah.
Mace and Kanye could have probably crafted something special. But Mace was gone, so who else is on Bad Boy? Puff is not lyrical enough
To handle that.
to handle those type of
Yeah.
beats to make it to where
Maybe
it's to where it's universal.
I
respected.
wouldn't be mad at that.
Maybe not.
I don't think the records are as big. I don't think-
You know
Nas
why Nas doesn't work?
What?
You know why? And I love Nas.
'Cause he
There's no
ain't-
disrespect,
ain't
Nas.
braggadocious enough?
No, Nas is not the business guy. Not because the other thing, you still needed Rockefeller
As a vehicle.
As a vehicle,
Yeah.
like Puff, like Bad Boy was still a machine,
Yeah.
so it could work almost like a farm system where you could take a producer.
Rockefeller was
he
a
wants to be a rapper.
well-oiled machine at that
Nas
time.
didn't have the business like Nas.
Yeah.
hadn't-
Blueprint
wasn't
being as
popping
good
off
as it
songs.
is enough. But then you also get Kanye and Just Blaze from that.
Yeah.
It's a high argument for being one of the if it ain't the best, it's one of the most
To
important.
your point about it being like the best hip hop
Yeah.
album aside from Big,
Because everything
because everything we're
like
talking
we
about,
talk about trees, like all of that comes off of that tree.
Yeah.
To me.
everything we're talking about does encompass that kind of thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still don't think it's Jay's best album though. So that is against that for me. I think Reasonable Doubt.
Volume 1 is his best album.
Volume one is Volume 1 is
How many? Let's go.
Best rapper.
Let's go.
Best
Definitely his
rapper.
best rap.
Best rapper. Okay.
Yeah,
That's what I always mean.
I don't even hate the Sunshine record.
Yeah.
I love So
I hate the video.
The only record
That's what killed it.
I know what girls like.
the only unforgivable record, on Volume 1 is That's What Girls.
I like that record.
That's an unforgivable. And on paper, that record was supposed to work because it's the old Fly Girl. Like everything was supposed to work.
This is
gonna work.
a bad take too. I can't listen to City Is Mine.
I love the City Mind. I think
it just don't feel right in that album.
I think the
I can listen to it isolated.
at the time
It don't feel right in that album.
At the time, it made sense.
At the time it was big. You could have did anything.
City Is Mine is one of the most important records in Jay's catalog. It is the shift. It is the turning point of
Get the fuck away from Puff.
It was a passing of the
Big
bar.
had it wasn't a. He took it. Like, let's be real.
In layman's terms, that's what I meant.
Big had just passed,
and he's talking to him.
and there was a vacuum in New York. The whole shit is a letter to Big.
Yeah.
Don't worry about Brooklyn. I continue to flame. So a world where amnesia won't forget your name. You held it down long enough. Let me take those reins, and just like your spirit, the commission remains.
Back against that?
Nah, like because
against him,
like
taking,
New York,
against him taking that
against him saying it like that, like
because it wasn't pushed back because it was like endearing. Jay, if Jay is nothing else,
I also feel like Jay got big on Young Jayz.
If nothing else, Jay is ambitious. But and I think while the rest of New York was and Jay was definitely mourning, that was his man. But when everybody was trying to figure it out and figure out how to fill that vacuum. Look, Puff wasn't stopping. Puff dropped his debut album right after Big died and put Mace out the same year.
Crazy.
Puff wasn't stopping for nobody.
Jay was also chasing that Bad Boy sound on Volume 1.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Because,
but you tell me Bad Boy records. It's a classic.
It was like that. That was a
But that was the sound. But everybody was chasing.
That's what he was saying. He was chasing the Bad Boy. You said it was important. Like I feel like he realized this don't work for me.
Right. Let me tell you something. Like. Look, everything he said on City Is Mine came true. It wasn't true when he wrote it.
Right.
He wrote it into fucking existence. Everything he said on we'll go back
Grammy family
on another record where I'm from.
That was another
right. Argue all day about who's the best MCs, Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. No, we wasn't. No, we wasn't. We was not. He was not in that conversation.
Goes back to your point about him being
Brandon.
Yeah.
So he invested Brandon early.
That goes back to your point about him being ambitious. That goes back to your point about him foreseeing.
Right. Because Biggie, Jay-Z, and Raekwon, that Cuban link was a monster.
But you know what else I like about that?
Earlier than that, Biggie, Jay-Z, and Method Man. If you really go back to '94, on some Kings of New York shit, everybody thought Meth was gonna take it when Meth dropped that soul. But Nas, Big, Meth was really the conversation.
Cal is what?
94, all the same year. But then
so Jay inserted himself in the conversation and then made it an actual thing.
Right. And Jay was, I'm not saying Jay was a as dope as a rapper as those guys. He lyrically, he's on that level.
He just still
but that wasn't the conversation and he wasn't in that position.
Yeah. There was no machine behind him.
How many JD albums y'all think we're gonna cover on this show?
On this show?
Yeah. 7?
4.
4 in the possible.
4 in the possible, yeah. At least 4.
That's not including joint?
I don't count Marshall Throne.
What about Best of Both Worlds, first one?
Kiss my ass.
I love that album.
The first one?
Both. Kiss my ass.
I love that. Listen, I'm gonna say it
right. I'm with you.
The first one.
The second one you would have had me, but the first one, that's my shit.
The second one was trash. Second, Unfinished Business was trash. That first Best of Both Worlds album, first of all, the rhymes was crazy. The production was dope. But for me, it was a time. That's when I was 21. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's when I first outside for real.
That was Fiesta, right?
Fiesta wasn't on the album, but that's that shit.
That's 2000.
That was Somebody's Girl is at this party.
It was Honey.
Shake.
Yeah.
Your body right. Like those shit.
Was that too?
His rapping on that shit was
that's
crazy.
What
2000.
2000. Nah,
that's 2000.
2000.
That's 2000.
Yeah, that's 2000.
That's like my freshman year.
Yeah.
It's my freshman year.
So it's either 2000.
I think it's 01 also.
It's either 2000 or 2001 because it's coming off of Innocent Until Proven Guilty, which is
Volume
3.
Yeah, so it's 01.
It's 99. That's 99. That's 99. So it's 2. Yeah. And then you get what? Blueprint.
Yeah. Blueprint is 01. So yeah, it had to be 2000.
So
right?
it's smushed in between that. Okay.
Yeah.
2000.
But
But that was outside. That
I know the records
was
outside.
the first.
I
all right,
can't
so this is
stand
Oh,
celebratory.
2002 actually.
This is a
It was
celebratory show.
2002.
that. Okay.
Celebratory show. We talked about the possible skips. What's your favorite song on the album?
Sadly Wilson training again.
Word.
My favorite song, Blues
Frank's been a hater.
It changes. But I'll probably say Never Change.
Can a bonus be my favorite?
Yeah.
Lyrical exercise.
Really?
That level of shit talking, that level of rhyme.
This sounds crazy.
I said mine already.
Because there were lines like that I didn't get till years later. When he said Jigga Man is Diesel when I lift the 8 up.
My man had to show me a picture.
I didn't get that was a Shaq and Kobe line until
Yo,
like
my man
10
showed me
years later.
You know who showed me a picture? Fox Files.
Yeah.
He showed me the picture one day and I was lost. And I'm like, oh, that's crazy.
But how long was it after?
When did he show it to you?
Oh, it was
5 years ago.
It was way after that album.
Yeah, it was like
way
at least 10 years.
At least 10 years after.
Mine
that
has
shit
never
came out.
changed, but I also will probably put Girls Go Girls Part 2 as my
With Michael
honorable
Jackson?
mention. Yeah.
With Michael Jackson on it?
Song Cry, I think Song Cry is another favorite. That I remember I broke up with my high school sweetheart
Oh, you got it.
with that one.
He was in the 8th grade.
What's her name?
Sharice.
She fat now?
Nah, she actually married. I think she married. She got kids.
I think it's enough.
Oh, wait, yeah, I remember that shit, like, because I was going through the same situation he was talking about in the last verse. I think I cheated.
The last verse stuck out to me in 8th grade because everybody was going through that. You don't get a nigga back like that.
Nigga, I had to.
How dare you share locker with this nigga?
I had the audacity to get mad at her for getting mad at me.
That's how it's supposed to be.
No, it's not, nigga.
Debatable.
We can go. That's another topic, but
I think we good though. That's
So there we have it. The Blueprint is a classic. I mean, it might have sounded like we argue about a lot, but we all agree on it and the things that led up to it. We went to a lot of things. JD started catching strays.
Yeah.
Yo,
for no reason.
Jermaine Dupri is the greatest producer in my lifetime. And I'm born in 88. So
I would not debate that either. I could see that. I could see that. But he did not break Jay-Z. And this has been the first episode of the Classics.
Yeah.
Peace.